out of over 435 companies that have got an opportunity, 75% are actually Ugandan companies. So from that, you can be able to see that we are heavily participating as Ugandan companies. However, we are doing a lot of tier 2 and tier 3 contracting, which is fairly lower value, because the sector is new, but we encourage you to ensure you quickly build capacity so that we can do the more complex and more high value projects. So in regards to contracting, we're at about 25%. We are targeting to at least see that we retain at least 40% of these investments that are going to be undertaken in the sector.
We as Cnnoc have contracted about over 100 contractors from Uganda. Those are Ugandan companies, and we've spent roughly about $82 million with Ugandan companies. Okay, and then our contractors that I've just mentioned, they've also issued or subcontracted Ugandans, somewhere around I think 60 contractors, and they have also spent somewhere around $76 million with Ugandan companies.
This is minimum PPE requirements. There are international standards on how to provide suitable personal protective equipment. This is a common lapse and gap amongst our local providers. They talk about personal protective equipment, then you run down Chikubo or Naukabo, and you do not have an idea about the standards for the PPE you're providing. So it's very, very important that we think about HSC management, but most critically, the management of safety within the industry.
Now, my worry is oil and gas sector being a new industry in this country. Where do you leave the new companies? If you're asking for past experience and the financial muscle being that huge, so maybe you need to also give an opportunity to the new companies by lowering some of these expectations.
Here we come with a new item as far as local content is concerned, whereby joint venturism is anticipated at 48%, whereas the muscle will not be to that tune. Because when you talk of 48% shares, it means you have to have the capacity of 48% worth input. Will that really seduce to the qualification?
We have put, or they have showed us the works that can be done by the local companies.
Yes.
Okay. Here is that I'm a local company, and I've been given a privilege of doing that work, but in one way or another, I'm disqualified because of the rates.
Somehow I think we need to be bold. I don't work for Cnnoc, but I think we need to be bold here. Because this is for us. If you've been hearing what the president says, seriously, this is something to move and you gain.